Hey guys, TeamNoSkill here, bringing you another deck profile. It's not completely done. From the main deck, I'm only missing 3 cards, but they're really cheap. The extra deck doesn't really matter so much since it is break right deck. I'm missing one more, like it can function perfectly fine. So it's gonna be, excuse me, a Blau deck profile. So our starter is Morganrot. So a great skill. When you're Vanguard with Blau and its card name hits, and he deals a damage. You counterblast one. Look at the top 3, and you look for a Blau, and you add it, and you put the Blau to your hand, and then you shuffle your deck. So it's a free card, free plus, and it does not go in the soul, which is very good. So onto the grade. Oh, I was about to say grade 1s. I like starting with 0s. So the trigger line was a bit weird. Earning 5 crits, 4 red lightnings, skill into soul, flip damage. The 1 draw, I like draws. 4 energy girls, this card's amazing. At the end of the battle that it boosted a unit, you stand another unit and you shuffle this card back into the deck. That's right. Yep, and it boosted. 2 subliminal grays just to like deck in. Well, not really deck thinning, just to filter through your deck. Act Soul Blast 1, draw a card, and then you shuffle this card back on top of your deck. When it goes to the top of your deck, bottom of the deck, then you shuffle, which doesn't make any sense at all. And then just 4 heals. Now on to the grade 1s. We're running 2 Stride Fodders, because pitching 1 card to Stride is very nice. Then we are running 4 of the new grade 1 for Blaus, Neptune Blaukluger. So skill, if you have a grade 3 card with Blau and its card name in your soul, in your hand, this card gets +2 grade. So in sense, we're running 6 Stride Fodders. And the condition is really easy to meet with the new Stride. And then its other skill is when this card is discarded for Stride, if you have a same requirement, if you have a grade 3 Blau in your soul, so you pitch it to Stride, and then you call it to Rigard, which is super nice. So you get the 2 uses out of it. You use it for Stride, and you get a 7k booster. Then we're running 4 Venus Blaukluger. This card usually does not go off in this build because I do not have the original break right, because it is a bit expensive. It's like $18, but it's really good. But if you have it, use those obviously. So when your unit stands due to the effect of your Vanguard, this stands up as well, and it gets +3k. Only downside of this card is that it's GB. I don't know why it's GB. I'm supposed to be running 4 of those, but when I went, they ran out of these. It just Stir Blau Dunklet. Great. Only reason why we're not running on flippers is because of the starter. You want to filter out as much as you can, because this can add PGs, grade 3s, grade 2s, grade 1s, anything that isn't a trigger, because there are no Blau triggers. On to the grade 2s. We're running 4 Saturn Blaukluger. So skill is on Rigard, when your Vanguard drive checks a grade 3, you can pitch a card and give your Vanguard +5k till the end of turn. So we're running 4 Uranus Blaukluger. Great card. This should be like a double R. I see it as a better version of Mars, which is why I'm not running Mars. Also, another reason I'm not running Mars is because it is counterblast heavy. Yes, it's really good for the grade 2 game. But if anything, your opponent might just block it. And since I am running stands in the deck, there's no point of that card restanding. It's like, oh, okay, it's still going to stand up for the same amount of power. You could counterblast 1. You get a +5k by itself without having to stand out, I believe. So it swings for 19 if you get a stand trigger, but other than that, it'll still swing for 14. I like this card better because it gets really beefy. So its skill is when your grade 3 is when you write a grade 3. No, when a grade 3 is placed on your Vanguard by riding or striding, it gets +5,000. So ride +5, stride +5. This skill at the end of the battle, you ride again. That's +15,000 to itself already, which is very nice. The 5k does stack. It is not once per turn. The only effect that is once per turn, which is pretty obvious, is the red text, and its skill is when the same requirement as Mars. When your Vanguard hits, you can counterblast one to stand it again. So in a sense, it swings much harder than Mars, because the 15,000 is very nice that it can get, but you'll usually get an additional plus 10,000. So this is going to be a 26k column, which is very nice. I'm supposed to be running 10Ks. I just needed fillers because I wanted to play the deck. I know I have a 10K somewhere, but I don't remember where it is. If you guys were wondering, when this stands, it gets plus 5K. When this is placed, you give a unit the ability. When it stands, you unflip a damage and draw 1. And this is a 12K attack for Blaus. I wish this was a Blau. It's not a Blau, which is weird. It's like the Genesis one, the witch one. That witch. I forgot what it is. So yeah, those are the great. Those are supposed to be. I think they're Saturn. I think Saturn. Blaukluger. It's just 10K vanilla. It's really nice. 10K stops. It stops rush sometimes, and it makes it more targets for this. So he's your poor man's Mars, but I just think he's better in a sense. Now we're running for the new break ride. No, these are like $1. They're really cheap. So break ride. You counterblast one. This card is really restricted to Blau. Like the other one, you can splash in the other break ride, but this one is very restricted. So its name is Volmon Blaukluger. So skill counterblast one card with Blau. When a grade 3 Blau writes this unit. Well, yeah, when your unit was Blau right on top of him, you can counterblast one. It gets plus 10, and he gets a red text at the end of turn. When your Vanguard attacks, if you have 3 rearguards standing, it gets guard restrict, so they can't cause Sentinels to guard circle, which is very nice. And its on-hit skill is really nice as well. The auto skill, while it's on Vanguard, when your rearguards with Blau and its card name hit, you can Soul Blast one to unflip a damage, which is really nice. Then we're running one Stern Blaukluger, just because I don't have the 4th one, but it's been working very nicely because since the Stride searches out grade 3, I'll explain that later in a bit. I never have to worry about the galaxies ever going to damage that much because I can just search everything out. I can search this out, that out, doesn't matter what it is as long as everything's a Blau. So this is the exact same effect as Galaxy, just that it only downside it's a 10K base. I'm running it for the cross ride that you get, and its skill is when it hits the Vanguard, you can counterblast 2, pitch 2, stand everything in the same column as it, so itself and the card behind it. Next, we're running 3 Galaxies. So skill of the Galaxy is Limit Break 4. When anything with Blau hits a Vanguard, so him or either rearguard hits, you can counterblast 2, pitch 2, stand everything in the same column as him. You can only do that once per turn. His effect isn't once per turn, but he's not going to be swinging for that high. And then his cross right, if Stearns and Soul, he gets plus 2,000, making it a 13K base, which does actually matter because it makes it easier for you to guard. So those are the grade 3s. On to the Strides. No, the Strides, I only have 2 Strides. I forgot to pick up G-Guards. And I need 1 more of this. I thought 3 would be enough, but it's not. Soen Blaukluger. So skill, when this unit attacks the Vanguard, you can counterblast 1, search your deck for a grade 3 Blau, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. And you don't have to pitch or anything for that, because counterblast 1 is the cost. And it gets Limit Break 5. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, it goes back to your G-Zone. You discard 3 cards, and you ride a grade 3 from your hand. I think it's a grade 3 Blau. Nope, any one grade 3 card. Oh, and it's heart restricted. Forgot about that. So that's what's really nice. So you'll potentially get 3 attacks off if everything goes right. If they let Galaxy hit. So that'd be 1, pitch 3, boom, 2, anything hits, stand it again. That's the boom again. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Remember to rate, comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.